Good afternoon. Oh, my camera's kind of messed up there. Good afternoon or morning, where you are in the world. It's another episode of Harness News Update. I'm your host, Trey Colbeck, and we're here live on our presenting sponsor, harnessnewsupdate.com, because harnessnewsupdate.com is the only harness racing website truly dedicated to covering news and events in the harness racing industry worldwide. We're also sponsored by Harness Bid. Harness Bid is a game changer for the standardbred and harness racing bloodstock industry. Provides buyers and sellers an easy-to-use online platform that offers global reach, unparalleled transparency, and convenience for you, its customers. Visit harnessbid.com for more. And we're also brought to you by our friends at the USTA. We're going to go over racing from the last couple of days, Wednesday and Thursday. Today, thank God it's Friday episode. Quick note, 2 tracks are already canceled for today. The Meadows canceled their afternoon card, and Western Fair canceled their evening card. So those are 2 less tracks that I'll recap on Monday. But without further ado, we'll go on here to the last couple of days of racing. Speaking of the Meadows had racing on Wednesday, though, and a pair of drivers had hat tricks. The first one we're going to look at is Jack Killen. He had a hat trick. He won races 6, 9, and 11. He won race 6 with Rockstar Dynamite in 157 and 2. The 5-year-old mare gets her first win of the year. He gets a second win in race 9 with the 4-year-old gelding HS Winchester. This time they went 157 and 3. And he gets a hat trick race 11 with DT Petlot in 158 flat. Pretty muddy conditions there at the Meadows. The second driver to get a hat trick on Wednesday at the Meadows was Aaron Merriman. He wins race 2 to get his day started with Karina. They go 150 and 2. She's a 4-year-old mare by Cretan. Merriman's second win comes in race number 5 with Real Lady Sadie. Internet looks a little slow today. I apologize for that. Real Lady Sadie is a 6-year-old mare by Always Virgin. 156 and 1 was the mile time. And Merriman gets the hat trick in race 8 with Always Gonna Be You in 153 and 3. This Always a Virgin mare gets her first win of the year as well. We'll move on to Monticello on Wednesday. One driver had a grand slam, Michael Merton. He starts the day off with a win in the first race with All Might. They go 203 and 1. Oh, again, apologize. A lot of the videos are going to be foggy. There's nothing I can do about it. That's just the replay, and that's just how weather was this week. Ooh, yeah. I don't know what it looks like on your screen, but my screen's a little laggy. Michael Merton gets his second win of the day in race 3. I promise there's horses in there with Star Island. They go 159 flat. Merton gets the hat trick a couple races later in race 5 with Always Ava. They go 202 and 3. And he gets his fourth and final win in race 7 with Wind Blast. They go 158 and 3. One big race, the feature race Wednesday at Monticello, was the Open Trot Race 8. It was won at about 10 to 1 by Patrick Hanover, Bruce Aldridge was in the bike for trainer Robert Lounsbury. They go 2:01 and 2. I'll step aside as well. Let's watch the open trot.
To race the open trot. This is our final daily double. Here they come. There goes Race Ace right out for the early lead alongside Patrick Hanover. Then comes Atlas Hanover and Chip Conway trails the field. So they move around the first turn here, and we have Race Ace establishing the early lead. Patrick Hanover right there second. A gap of 3 lanes back to Atlas Hanover, and Chip Conway is sitting fourth as they approach the quarter pole. So it's still Race Ace over Patrick Hanover, Atlas Hanover, and Chip Conway. The quarter mile, 29 seconds flat. So they move around the paddock turn the first time. And it is Race Ace. And he leads away by a lane. Patrick Hanover racing second, followed closely by Atlas Hanover, and Chip Conway is sitting fourth. So they come by the stand for the first time. Race Ace has it a length. Patrick Hanover second with Atlas Hanover and Chip Conway. They're past the half mile, 59 and 3, 30 and 3 second quarter. So swinging around the clubhouse turn, Alan Schwartz and Race Ace holding on to that length lead. Patrick Hanover right there in close pursuit second. And now Jimmy DeVoe now guiding the favorite, Atlas Hanover. Switching now to the outside third. Now challenging for second. 2 lanes back to the trailer, Chip Conway. Heading past the 3/4 station in 1:30 and 1, a 30 and 3 panel. Moving around the final turn. It's still Race Ace still in front. The favorite, Atlas Hanover, creeping a bit closer on the outside to challenge. Followed closely by Patrick Hanover and Chip Conway. And they're at the top of the stretch here in the open. It's still Race Ace in front. Patrick Hanover at the passing lane. Here comes Patrick Hanover, following Race Ace to take the lead. And it's going to go to Bruce Aldridge and Patrick
Hanover gets the open trot on Wednesday. Moved to Thursday at Monticello. One driver had himself a day. Jim Taggart gets 6 wins. He didn't wait too long. He gets race 1. And again, I promise there's horses in there with Banderas, Hanover, and 156 and 3. There they are. Got to get the fog is crazy until they get down the stretch. Taggart didn't wait too long again to get his second win, race 2 with mock time in 158 and 2, 29 and 2 closing quarter for the heavy favorite. That one, the fog let up there in race 2. Taggart goes back for the hat trick in race 4 with Gold Vintage, 158 flat with a 29 and flat closing quarter. Grand Slam time a couple races later was race 6 for Taggart with Come On Just Courteous. They go wire to wire in 157 and 4. Race 7 was win number 5 for Taggart with Twisty Wheat, 4-year-old mare by Huntsville. Gets her second win of the year in 158 flat. And the 6th and final win for Taggart comes in race 10 with Getaway. They go 159 and 3. Getaway was number 7, 11 to 1. Gets his second win of the year. He's sired by Revenge Shark. Now we'll move back to Wednesday. Dover Downs had racing. One driver in particular had his best, the best top driver of the day, Tim Tetrick, with 4 wins. His first win comes in race 1 by Emmylou. They go 156 and 2. Teacher gets his second win of the day in race 4 with Beth Dutton in 154 and 2. This 5-year-old mare is sired by Racing Hill, gets her second win of the year. Race 8 was hat trick time for Tetrick with Tobago time. They go wire to wire in 153 and 3. And then several races later, Tim Tetrick gets his fourth win with Something Unique in 156 and 2 in race 14. Feature race Wednesday night at Dover Downs, race 11, the Fillies and Mares Select Pace. It was won by Disturbed Hanover in 153 flat. Goes off at 9-2. This is her first win of the new year. So I'll step aside and let's look at the Fillies and Mares Select Pace Dover Downs Wednesday night.
Filly Mare winner over select field behind the gate, moving up. There goes Jody right out for the lead from the far outside. That's Feeling Sweet. Also moving out, Disturbed Hanover this week. Down toward the inside, got the goal, got away fourth. Racing up in fifth is Southwind Ice and Fire. Another 2 lengths or so. That's Divine Deo. 2 more lengths back to Party Cruiser. Then comes Twin Delight. And at the end, that's Smokin' Molly. They race around the first turn. And up to get the lead is Feeling Sweet. Quarter time 27 1/5. Field races by the stands, and Feeling Sweet has gone up and gotten a 2-length lead. Sitting in second, Jody. Back to third, Disturbed Hanover in fourth. That's Got the Gold. Right behind Got the Gold comes Southwind Ice and Fire in fifth. Racing 6, Divine Deo. Coming to the outside, Party Cruiser. At the end are Twin Delight and Smokin' Molly. They race into the clubhouse, turn on the way over toward the half. And the leader is Feeling Sweet, followed by Jody. Disturbed Hanover comes to the outside, races up first over. Following will be Got the Gold. Toward the inside, Southwind Ice and Fire. 56 4/5. They race up the back stretch now, heading toward 3/4. It's Feeling Sweet with the lead. Disturbed Hanover races up right alongside. Toward the rail, Jody. Coming alongside of Jody with a second over trip. That's Got the Gold. They go into the far turn, and it's Disturbed Hanover up to get the lead. Disturbed Hanover, Feeling Sweet, couldn't do anything about it. Taking over second now is Got the Gold. 3/4, 124 4/5. They race on the final turn. Disturbed Hanover able to drop in there briefly will be Got the Gold as they come toward the top of the stretch now. Disturbed Hanover. Got the Gold ready to come back to the outside. Outside, Jody got shoveled a bit, is into third, coming through the stretch. Disturbed Hanover's got the lead. It's Disturbed Hanover in front. Jody is up for second. Disturbed Hanover, Jody, and Got the Gold. Fourth looks like Party Cruiser, 153.
Again, that's everything from Dover Downs. Wednesday night, we'll kick off Dover Downs last night with the Blue Hen Open Pace, race 10. It was won by Sprocket at 6-1 and 151 and 1. I'll step aside and let's look at Sprocket winning the Open Handicap Pace.
Blue Hen Open Handicap Pacers behind the gate, moving up purse 27,500. There goes Penzance Hanover and I Did It My Way. They both leave toward the inside. Moving up is Island of the Sea in the third. Racing fourth as they hit the turn, that's Sprocket. Right behind Sprocket comes Sweet Angel Boy. After that, it's Dream of Lou, Mac, and trailing on that first turn is Energetic Hanover as they make the way around the first turn on the way toward the opening quarter. It's Penzance Hanover followed by I Did It My Way, 2 lanes Island of the Sea. Quarter time, 27 1/5. Field races by the stands now, and leading away, Penzance Hanover, I Did It My Way, sits in second. Another 2 back, Island of the Sea got away third. Racing in fourth is Sprocket. Behind Sprocket, Sweet Angel Boy. Then comes Dreamy of Lou, followed by the trailers. Mac, and coming to the outside, Energetic Hanover. They race into the clubhouse turn. The pace is moderate for these as they go to the half. Penzance Hanover, length and a half over I Did It My Way. Island of the Sea sits in third. Racing fourth is Sprocket. Down inside behind Sprocket, that's Sweet Angel Boy, 56 1/5. Field races over toward the back stretch, and it's an easy lead for Penzance Hanover. I Did It My Way waits right there. Island of Sea got away third. Coming to the outside, that's Sprocket. Trying to follow Sprocket will be Energetic Hanover toward the inside is Sweet Angel Boy. Then comes Mac, and down inside, that's Dreaming of Lou. They make the way toward three quarters, Penzance Hanover, with Sprocket on the outside. I Did It My Way is next, and it's Island of Sea, three quarters, 123 and 4/5. They make their way around the turn, coming toward the top of the stretch, and it's Penzance Hanover, Sprocket on the outside. I Did It My Way waits for somewhere to go, and it's going to get it soon as they come off that turn. I Did It My Way down the passing lane now after Sprocket. They come to the wire. Penzance fighting hard with Sprocket. They come to the wire. Sprocket on the outside gets the lead. Sprocket's in front. I Did It My Way. And Penzance in a photo there for third with Sweet Angel Boy, 151.
That was Sprocket again winning the open handicap pace. One driver that had a good day again last night was Tim Tetrick. We just talked about him. He picks up another 4 last night. Races 1, 3, 11, and 12. Race 1 here with Faraday in 152 and 1. Second win was race 3 with 6 feet apart. Wire-to-wire effort just was able to hold off the competition in 152 and 2. Hat-trick time for Tim Tetrick came in race 11 with Sir Isaac Newton. He too won by just a neck. He came off the pace in 151 and 4, having a 27 and 2 closing quarter. And the fourth win, Grand Slam time for Tim Tetrick, race 12 with Jack's Shadow going wire to wire in 150 flat, 27 and 2 closing quarter. Now we'll look at Yonkers Wednesday night. They had racing Wednesday and Thursday, but first Wednesday, one driver who had a bunch of wins was Jason Bartlett. He had 5. Gets things started in race 1 in 150 flat with Don Domingo. This track, again, I promise there's horses out there. We'll see them a bit. Don Domingo 150 flat. The heavy favorite goes wire to wire. There they are. Bartlett's second win comes the next race, race 2, with Atlantis goes 150 and 2, 29 and 1 final quarter. It's wild. Promise you can see them there. Bartlett gets his third win in race 4 with Cadarina. They go 159 and 4, 30 and 3 closing quarter. You can't see anything there. I give the announcer top credit for being able to see anything. Race 5 was Grand Slam time for Bartlett. He gets a fourth win with Tech Song Soprano, wire to wire, in 156 and 4, 28 and 4 closing quarter. Crazy thing is, a lot of these are favorites too, so these horses deservedly should be winning. And the final win number 5 for Bartlett, comes race 7. Minor upset, 5-1 upset. Bontani D'Agato goes in 157 and flat, beating out the favorite McLaren. Man, I promise there's horses out there. There they are. You can kind of see them. The other driver that did all right, though, Wednesday night at Yonkers was Yannick Gingras. He gets a hat trick. He gets his first win, race 3 with Ultimate Speed in 155 and 1. Another heavy favorite getting the job done at Yonkers. Man, that's crazy fog. As long as, I guess, if the horses and drivers can see out there, I guess it's okay. Race 6 was Gingras' second win. Favorite Beach in 156 and 2. Wins by a neck. Again, another heavy favorite Beach. just able to hold on. And the third win comes in race 11 for Jingra with Commanding Officer, goes wire to wire in 154 and 3, a 28 and 4 closing quarter by second fastest closing quarter of the field. He was able to just charge away from the rest of the field. The feature race on Wednesday at Yonkers was the 3 to 6 year old open pace race 8. It was won by Simon Says Hanover in 153 and 3. Hit a 26 and 4 closing quarter. Matt Kakali wins for trainer Jared Bacco. Not the favorite, but the second favorite wins this one. I will step aside as we look here at the 3 to 6 year old open pace at Yonkers.
8th race Pacers at the start. And they're off in the open pace. Coach's corner leaves towards the top. Greg the Leg protects inside position. Captain Cowboy is floated away in third. Venturesome Arden is going to be second to last early, and Simon Says Hanover is going to take up shop at the back of the pack. So as they make their way to the backstretch the first time, it is Greg the Leg who maintains a 2-length lead, able to hold out Coach's corner, who's going to have to pocket up from second. Captain Cowboy is third. Venturesome Arden fourth. Simon Says Hanover trails 28 and 1 the opening quarter. Heading for the far turn, it is Greg the Leg in front. Coach's corner looks anxious from the pocket second. Captain Cowboy is tight in line third from Venturesome Arden. Simon Says Hanover continues to trail. No change in the plot as they make their way to the top of the stretch the first time. It is Greg the Leg in front. Coach's corner to the outside, or to the inside, and maintains the pocket. Venturesome Arden with the rush first over is right up alongside the leader. Half mile complete in 58 and 2. Greg the Leg holds inside position and the lead, but Venturesome Arden on the outside is right up alongside the leader. Now, Coach's corner was able to angle off the pylons from third and is now second over with cover. Next to the inside fourth, that's Captain Cowboy, who's going to save ground. Third over the excess cover is Simon Says Hanover as they head to three quarters. Greg the Leg continues to hold inside position and the lead. Three quarters, 126 and 1, but here is Coach's corner moving three wide and moving right now. Coach's corner now takes the lead as they make their way towards the top of the stretch and a spin for home. And it is with the lead, Coach's corner spinning for home out of the fog. Coach's corner with the lead. To the outside, Simon Says Hanover, though, is right alongside the leader now. And here's Simon Says Hanover on the outside. Simon Says Hanover on the outside, up in time to win by nose over Coach's corner second. 153 and 3 the final time in the open pace. It goes.
Yeah, I give mad props to the announcer to being able to see anything in that. We'll move on to Thursday at Yonkers. We'll kick things off with one of their feature races, an invitational trot, 35,000 up for grabs in the purse for 5 trotters. It was won by Now's the Moment in 154 and 4. Austin Siegelman was in the bike. So yeah, let's check this out. This is the feature, one of the features, the Invitational at Yonkers on Thursday.
Second race trotters approaching a start. And they're off in the invitational trot. Several of them looking to leave here. Credit Con, now's the moment from between horses. Royalty Beer and Warrior One are going to come away third and fourth. And Hat Trick Marlowe is the one taking back here early. So it is Credit Con who's forging to the front. Up to the outside, Now's the Moment is pressing on, though. And Now's the Moment circles up and takes the lead. Credit Con will pocket up now from second. Single file third is Royalty Beer in advance of Warrior One. And the back marker is Hat Trick Marlowe. Opening quarter complete in 27 and 3, and it is Now's the Moment. Now's the Moment, bet down late to be the 6-5 favorite. It leads the way here by a length and a half over Credit Con, who sets the pocket in second. Single file third is Royalty Beer. Now off stride goes Warrior One. Warrior One is off stride, so Hat Trick Marlowe will take over the fourth position as a result. They're passing by the stands here the first time, and it is Now's the Moment who dictates the terms. Now's the Moment leads the way past the half mile in 56 and 4. Credit Con is tracking the leaders every move from the pocket in second. Royalty Beer continues along in third. Hat-Trick Marlowe is about 2.5 lengths detached now from fourth, and it's far back to Warrior One after that miscue. So as they make their way down the backstretch towards three-quarters, they continue to follow. Now is the moment. Now is the moment. Still in front. Credit Con is all over the leader's helmet in second, though, and now pops the pocket right now. Here's Credit Con trying to issue a challenge to Now's the Moment. These two go stride for stride to three-quarters and 125 and 3. Far turn, final time. Now's the Moment holds inside position, is trying to stand firm to this challenge of Credit Con, who's right there on the outside. These two remain nose-to-nose coming to the top of the stretch. Royalty Beer looks to engage these top two from third. It's Hat-Trick Marlowe, who's about 5 lengths down in fourth. As they make their way through the stretch, it's Now's the Moment in front. Now's the Moment from Credit Con to the outside, Royalty Beer. These three across the track coming through the stretch. It's Credit Con from between horses at the inside. Now's the Moment. Now's the Moment to the inside. It looks like fended off Credit Con. Royalty Beer was third. Fourth was Hat-Trick Marlowe. 150.
Yeah, let's move on to the other feature race that was last night at Yonkers Raceway, and that was the Filly and Mares Open Trot. It was won by Help of the Season, goes wire to wire in 157 and 2. Jason Bartlett was in the bike for trainer Per Igblom. And Bartlett actually gets a grand slam once again. So we'll watch the whole here, the entirety of the Fillies and Mares Open Trot, and then we'll check out the other races Bartlett won. I'll step aside.
Fifth race trotters are at the start. They are off and trotting. No turning back. Tried to leave down to the inside, but from the outside, Queen of All and Help of the Season both are pressing forward early. Cleopatra has come away a second to last here early on, and the Swan's Little Lori will take up at the back of the pack as they make their way to the back stretch the first time. So from the outside, there is Help of the Season. 1-9 favorite, forges to the top. Queen of All will pocket up in second. No turning back is single file third in advance of Cleopatra. Back marker early is the Swan's Little Lori. Opening quarter came and went in 28 and 2. Help of the Season with Jason Bartlett leads the way on the front end by 2. Queen of All is in line second. No turning back is third. 2.5 then. Cleopatra is fourth and 8 off of the lead. And the Swan's Little Lori can see them all. Field of 5 makes their way past the stands the first time. They follow Help of the Season. Help of the Season looks for a third win in a row here at Yonkers since coming in from Indiana. Leads the way past the 57-4 half mile. Queen of All is pocketed up in second still. Next in third is No Turning Back from Cleopatra. And the back marker is the Swan's Little Lori. No change in the order. They're still single file as they make their way to the backstretch and head to three-quarters. Help of the Season suddenly leads now by 3. Queen of All asks the question now from second, tries to retighten the gap. From third, it's No Turning Back. From the back of the pack, the Swan's Little Lori is looking to move forward as they make their way to three-quarters and 127 and 3. Far turn, final time, Help of the Season. The lead's out to 4. It's out to 5. It's Help of the Season threatening to turn this one into a romp here as they come towards the top of the stretch. It is Help of the Season, clear by 8. Queen of All at the inside that looks to battle on. No turning back is there from between horses. The Swan's Little Lori is moving on the far outside, but coming through the stretch, it's Help of the Season. Help of the Season. It's a grand slam for Jason Bartlett. Battle on for second. That'll go to No Turning Back there from between horses. Then it was the Swans.
Yeah, that was the fourth win for Bartlett, but he gets his first win, race 1 with Newsboy in 159 flat. Bartlett's second win of the day on last night comes race 3 with Epos Ostervang BK. They go 155 and 4 from him coming well off the pace. Sat 5th early in the race. And then charged late. Race 4 was technically the third win with As Always goes wire to wire in 153 and 2 with a 28 and 1 final quarter. And of course, Bartlett's Grand Slam came in race 5 in the Fillies and Mares Open Trot, which we just saw a few moments ago. A couple more tracks to go over. Tracks that ran just yesterday. Batavia had a few opens. That's what we're going to look at only there. The opens. They had the Open 1 Trot, race 10. It was won by Special Prosecutor. They go 158 and 1 with Kevin Cummings in the bike for trainer David Dewhurst. So let's step aside here, watch the Open 1 trot at Batavia.
They're often trotting. Essa down along the inside, middle of the racetrack. There goes Special Prosecutor. Big Box Hanover also leaving away from post 7. Then you got I Got the Looks down there, rail 4th. Trotting along in 5th is Blog Master in their 6th, Credit List. Then you got East Street and Come On Over Hanover is the trailer. Down the backstretch, they go to the opening quarter. And on the lead, that's Special Prosecutor. Looking to drop in their 2nd, that is Big Box Hanover. Essa, who got away 3rd's already on the move as they approach the quarter in 28-4. They go through that far turn, and visibility is a little bit better in this one. And leader on the front end, I believe, is still Special Prosecutor. Last I knew, Essa was coming up to challenge. We'll see if she or he cleared before the 3/8 there as they swing up to the half. And indeed, Essa's on top. Special Prosecutor back to 2nd. Big Box Hanover 3rd. I Got the Looks 4th, half 58-2. And you got Blog Master. And you got Credit List, East Street, and you Come On Over Hanover. Single files, they roll through turn number 3. And they're all chasing the heavily favored Essa. Then along the inside, that's Special Prosecutor with Big Box Hanover. First to pull on the outside from the back, Blog Master looking to go around I Got the Looks. Trying to follow that one through his Credit List. Sneaking up the cones, East Street, Come On Over Hanover. They go by 3/4. Essa trips the beam in 127-4. Into the final turn. And I believe Essa's still the one to catch. Special Prosecutor, did he pull? I can't tell. As they come up on an 1/8 of a mile of the trot. And the Open 1's turn for the wire. I got to believe that's Essa on the inside. But Special Prosecutor, he did pop the deuce. Essa and Special Prosecutor to the line. Special Prosecutor over Essa. Then maybe I Got the Looks.
Yeah, I got to give special props to the announcers here earning their money in this fog. That it was Special Prosecutor getting the job done. In the Open 2 trot, a couple races earlier, race 8 was won by Dahlquist Hanover. Goes 156-4 with Jim Morrill Jr. in the bike for trainer Gary Murner Jr. Let's check out this, the Open 2 trot.
And they're off and trotting. Dahlquist Hanover looking for the lead. Middle of the racetrack, there goes Discus Hanover with Alexander Hanover down along the inside. So the Hanovers will take over the top 3 spots into the first turn. Then you got Defcon Sealster trotting 4th. In that 5th spot, BJ Smitty. Then you got Ricky B. Sharp, Grace's Triumph, the trailer Worth a Whisper. Down the backstretch they go. And I can see that bright yellow hood. Thank God for that. Dahlquist Hanover has the lead. In their 2nd, Discus Hanover. Then you got Alexander Hanover. And you got Defcon Sealster opening quarter in 28-4. On the end of the abyss, I have to say Dahlquist Hanover's got to have the lead. We should see him at the top of the lane with that nice yellow hood that he's got on. As they make their way through the turn. And they come out of the fog, and I see, indeed, Dahlquist Hanover on top. In their 2nd, Discus Hanover, Alexander Hanover, Defcon Sealster, outside Ricky B. Sharp. Then you got BJ Smitty, outside Gracious Triumph and Worth a Whisper, the half and a quick 58-2. So they're humming through the fog, and Dahlquist Hanover's the leader. Discus Hanover glued right to the helmet in 2nd. Alexander Hanover gaps in 3rd. Up on the outside, that's Ricky B. Sharp. Then trying to follow him through. Lost him. Through the fog they go. Dahlquist Hanover still on top. Discus Hanover still 2nd, 3/4 and 127-2. Oh, they're flying through the fog here tonight. Man, I lost him. They go through that far turn. Dahlquist Hanover was leading, but Discus Hanover was awful close. We'll see how they come out of the fog. And it's Dahlquist Hanover getting away from Discus Hanover. Dahlquist Hanover is going to win under a hand drive. Then Discus Hanover with Ricky B. Sharp and Alexander Hanover. Look at the time.
It was 156-4. We're going to look at the Fillies and Mares Open here. Race 9. It was won by Way Too Sweet Another Jim Morrell Jr. Drive. Andy Gardner was in the bike. Yeah, this fog is wild. I give big props to these announcers. Let's listen here.
They're often pacing so amazing. Center of the racetrack leaves away. In between horses, way too sweet. Then along the inside, a Black Diamond as they sprint into the first turn. And right now, a Black Diamond shows first. Trying to get up in there second. It is way too sweet. And along the inside, McNatural L. So amazing on her leave attempt is getting rebuffed. The Stunning Nun in fourth. Now taken back to fifth. So amazing right in front of I Am Princess Gemma. The trailers, She Could Be Good, and Magical Maya trails the field. Now they're single file by the quarter in 28-2. I can see a little bit better this time. I can actually see the horses. I just can't tell. I don't think anybody's moved positions, so it should be a Black Diamond on top. Way Too Sweet second, McNatural L third. Stunning Nun should be fourth. So Amazing should have dropped in fifth. We'll know better when they come by us the first time. And sure enough, a Black Diamond in the red and white hood showing the way. Way Too Sweet is second. In the green hood, that is McNatural L third. Then the Stunning Nun, So Amazing. To the outside, I Am Princess Gemma, the half, just 59-2. A 31-second breather for a Black Diamond. Perfect trip for Way Too Sweet. Now McNatural L, who's been very headstrong. Triple Sticks finally feeds her racetrack. On the outside, trying to catch cover, I Am Princess Gemma. Then the Stunning Nun. On the outside, She Could Be Good. So Amazing trailer, Magical Maya. They go by 3/4 and 129. They make their way through that far turn. And a Black Diamond was the leader. Somewhere on the outside should be McNatural L, and then Way Too Sweet, I believe, has to wait for the passing lane. We'll find out when they straighten for home. And we got McNatural L, middle of the racetrack. Far outside, here comes Way Too Sweet to get up to win it. McNatural L, then tight for the rest. 150.
That's wild. Real suspenseful waiting for them to come out of that fog. The last thing we'll look at here is the open pace. Race 15 sounds good. Gets the job done. Billy Dobson in the bike for another win here for trainer Andy Gardner. Let's check this out. 40-1 upset in the open pace.
And they're often pacing. There goes the Bird Dance looking for the lead. And along the inside, that is Better Take It as they make their way into the first turn. Then you get Avion Sealster leaving away. Now Rock and Roll Runa. He scrambles up from the second tier, and he'll actually drop in there third, right in front of Avion Sealster. Then you got JM Jack of Hearts back in fifth. Then Twinbee Tough Enough and the trailer Sounds Good, and Primo Umo is the trailer. After the opening quarter, and Stallbaum already on the attack with Rock and Roll Runa. Opening quarter, 27-3. Make their way through the turn, and Rock and Roll Runa as the 3-2 favorite, co-favorite, drops in on the lead. In their second, that is Better Take It. Pacing along in third, that is the Bird Dance. As they make their way by 3/8, they'll come under us the first time. And a leader on the front end, Rock and Roll Runa. Better Take It sits the pocket in second. Bird Dance is third. Pacing along in fourth, Avion Sealster. Now to the outside, here comes Twinbee Tough Enough. Sounds Good's going to follow that. The JM Jack of Hearts and Primo Umo, the half, 57-2. Into that final turn, leader on the front end, Rock and Roll Runa. Down along the inside, Better Take It. Down along the inside in third, the Bird Dance. First up and in the Twinbee Tough Enough as he tries to move up from fourth, and now he will as head down the backside. Following him through is Sounds Good. Trapped down along on the inside is Avion Sealster. On the outside, JM Jack of Hearts and Primo Umo, 3/4 of 126-1. Into that final turn, Rock and Roll Runa trying to see it through. Better Take It's gotten a perfect trip for Cummings. Down along the inside, the Bird Dance, they turn for the wire. And it's Rock and Roll Runa turning with the lead. Now coming down the inside, that is Better Take It. Far outside, Sounds Good. Billy Dobson, Sounds Good. Gets up in the shadow of the wire, 156-1 at.
Yeah, 40-1 upset. Two more tracks we're going to look at from last night. Miami Valley Raceway had a driver put up a touchdown and the extra point, I guess, if you count all 7. Brett Miller wins 7. First one we're going to look at is the open pace, race 10. The horse and gelding open pace. He wins with Nashing Hill in 151 flat at 9-1. So I'll step aside and we'll look at the open pace, and then we'll look at his other 6 wins after.
Brookview Bulletin from the second tier. Jack's Legend. There they go. They're off and pacing for the lead. Section line, big right. Left from the inside. Later do center of the track. Further out, Artscaping from the far outside. Brookview Bullet. Good start for him. The second tier for Jack's Legend. Around the turn 6 is Self-Made. Nashing Hill is there 7th to the inside. Art Attack and Carbine was the early trailer. He is moving early as they roll by the quarter. In 26-4, crossing over to the top. Later Dudes pressing on. Artscaping there 3rd. Section line, Big Rye. Out and moving is Brookview Bullet from 4th. Inside, Jack's Legend is next. Second over from 6 comes Self-Made. Moving 3rd over outside. That's Carbine for Tetrick to the inside. Nashing Hill. And the trailer is Art Attack on over to the half. Artscaping with the lead. 55 seconds, 28-1 second panel. Brookview Bullet at the leader's wheel on the outside. Later Dudes from the pocket. Second over 4, starting to gap away from cover is Self-Made inside section line. Big Rye. They roll to 3/4. Continuing to skim pylons along the inside. Jack's Legend, 3 wide. Out from behind the gapper comes Carbine. He was out before the quarter. Also 3 wide, Nashing Hill in the trailer. Art Attack, 122-2. 27-2 backside. Artscaping with the lead. Brookview Bullet alongside. 3 wide. Here comes section line. Big Rye. Later Dudes looking for racing room to his outside. Jack's Legend trying to get through traffic. They're off the turn and on their way home. Section line, Big Rye grabs the lead. Here comes Nashing Hill on the outside, and he is flying. Section line, Big Rye. Nashing Hill on the outside. Twitted Nashing Hill from section line, Big Rye. Photo for 4th between Later Dudes and Artscaping, 151.
Yeah, that was win number 6, technically, out of the 7. His first one comes in race 1 for Brett Miller with Let It Ride, wire to wire, and 150-2 at 27-4, closing quarter. Miller gets his second win in race 2 with Velocity Pop Rocks in 152 flat, 28-2 closing quarter for trainer Steve Carter. Miller gets the natural hat trick, wins the first 3 races, picks up wins here in third with 1 Corona to go. 153-2 at 28-2 closing quarter. Trainer Daniel Stone. Miller gets win number 4 in race 6 with Western Beach Boy in 153 flat for trainer Mark Winters Jr. It's actually 60-1. Xena came in third, which made the triactor pay out $135 off a 50-cent wager in that one. Race 8 was the next win for Miller. He comes with Flying Fitz in 153-2 for trainer John Fitzgerald. And we saw win number 6 in the open and win number 7, race 14 with Low Rider, 151-3 for trainer Walter Haynes Jr. Pick 5, holy geez, paid out $2,478 based off a 50-cent wager that paid out on this race. And one more chalk we're going to look at last night, Rosecroft Raceway. A couple things we'll look at. They had a couple preferreds. Preferred Open 1 pace and the Preferred 2 pace. Well, first we'll look at the Open 1. Race 10 was won by Marco Beach In 151 and 2 with Eric Davis in the bike for trainer Alexandra Golden. Let's take a look here at the preferred open 1 pace.
For the open handicap, race 10 on gate, and there they go. They're off and pacing. Middle of the racetrack, Precision Blue Chip trying to get early race position. Far outside around midnight, down to the inside, Marco Beach. Down to the inside away there, fourth is Sea of Life. In between horses now looking for a tuck is Love Me Some Lou. Down to the inside next is Caviar Camden. As they swing through the turn, back marker is going to be Tri-Line and Nothing But Finesse. They went the opening quarter. Dick Jones, 26-1. On top here around midnight shows the way. Comfortably there in second now is Marco Beach with Precision Blue Chip third. Pacing fourth, Sea of Life. Love Me Some Lou ready for a second move. Nothing But Finesse has the cover now on the outside. Caviar Camden is next. As they head through the turn, Tri-Line and the back marker here is Ideal Star. 54-4 for the half mile. They're trucking here. It's around midnight. In the pocket, Marco Beach. Precision Blue Chip third. 3/8 of a mile to go. Love Me Some Lou just hanging on the outside fourth. Foster trying to get his attention there. Nowhere to go for Sea of Life. Fifth at the inside. Nothing But Finesse is next. Caviar Camden is locked in. Here comes Ideal Star from the back, revving up for Plant. He's 3 wide on the outside. Tri-Line trails as they go by 3/4 in 1:23. It's around midnight. In the pocket, Marco Beach ready to pounce here. Precision Blue Chip remains third. Trying to sneak through now. Sea of Life there off the pylons from fourth. With the pink blinkers on, they come to the top of the stretch. Marco Beach pops the pocket, and Marco Beach has pace. Precision Blue Chip down to the inside, coming through Sea of Life. Marco Beach, he's 16-1.
16-1 upset. Now we'll look at the preferred 2. 1 second here. Race, the open 2 pace. Race 13 was won by Snoopy Snoop. Wire to wire in 154 flat. Trey Porter in the bike for trainer Johnny Kritz Jr. Nothing too crazy. He was the favorite. The trifecta, though, off of $1 paid $144.60 because there was a 28-1 long shot coming in third by the name of Shim. But let's check this out.
Snoopy Snoop at 3-2. Keep the cash coming in. This field of 9 is on gate, and there they go. They're off and pacing, and right away, Racer Pacer heads out for the lead. Snoopy Snoop down to the pylons away. Second, Derby Dog Hanover is third. Looking for a tuck here is going to be No Better Joy for Foster off the pylons there. In fourth, little tight quarters there. Snoopy Snoop pulls out, looks to go to the lead here. Parked on the outside, Shim looking for a place to go there as well, followed by Cuz and Brucey as they sweep around that first turn. Snoopy Snoop back to the lead here for Trey Porter. They'll put the opening quarter up in 27 1/5 seconds. Snoopy Snoop shows the way of a Racer Pacer, followed by Derby Dog Hanover in third. Shim found a home fourth. Pacing in fifth there is No Better Joy. Then it is Cousin Brucey gapping his stick with Kramer. He is about 5 lengths from the horse in front of him, and the other 2 folks haven't been able to get out from behind him, and that's a bad spot to be in for Always On Top and Tom's Twilight right now. They get to the half in 57 1/5 seconds. On top, Snoopy Snoop trying to front him again this week. Up on the outside, No Better Joy on the attack for Foster now. Second down to the inside, third for Racer Pacer. Second over fourth here is Cousin Brucey. Down at the inside in fifth, nowhere to go for Derby Dog Hanover. Shim in striking distance now from third over sixth. Stick with Kramer coming forward now finally. On the outside flank there is Always On Top. Back marker is Tom's Twilight. 3/4 history in 125 2. It's Snoopy Snoop trying to dig in. No Better Joy trying to wear them down on the outside as they come to the top of the stretch. Snoopy Snoop still parking on the lead. No Better Joy on the outside in the battle of the blue blinkers. On the inside, Snoopy Snoop, No Better Joy, Snoopy Snoop in front. No Better Joy, Shim.
Yeah, Snoopy Snoop gets the job done there. One driver had a grand slam last night at Rosecroft. That was Jonathan Roberts. He gets the first win in race 1 with Honky Tonk Flame, 152-4 for trainer Brian Burton. Roberts' second win comes in race 4 with Captain Giddy Up and Go in the Maryland Preferred non-winners 3 races lifetime. Brian Burton was a trainer once again. This time the pacer goes 156-1. Hat-trick time for Jonathan Roberts and another Maryland Preferred non-winners of 4,500 last 4 starts. He gets the job done in 151-3 with Tapped Teen, trained by Michael Hall. And race 11 was Grand Slam time for Jonathan Roberts with Danger Zone. Man, I love that song. And if anyone like that song, Jonathan Roberts goes 154-2 with Danger Zone for Bib Roberts, the trainer. And that's everything I have for you today in recaps. Thank you for joining me. I'll be back on Monday to recap all the action from the weekend. You want to check out some of my picks this week for Century Mile tonight and tomorrow. Tomorrow's will be out later tonight. Tonight's are out already on harnesslink.com. That's our presenting sponsor, harnesslink.com, because it's the only harness racing website truly dedicated to covering news and events in the standardbred industry worldwide. Make sure to check it out. We got news from Australia, New Zealand, Europe, America, and of course, Canada. Big story coming out last night or today, a story by our very own Brad Reed talking about something going on, a couple things going on in New Jersey. So check that out. I'm sure that'll have a lot of coverage. Today's episode is also sponsored by HarnessBit. HarnessBit is the game changer for the standardbred and harness racing bloodstock industry. Provides buyers and sellers with an easy-to-use online platform that offers global reach, unparalleled transparency, and convenience for you, its customer. Zero commission on any horse sold, so you don't have to worry about hefty commission fees eating into your profits. Visit HarnessBit for more information and to get started. And again, a big thank you to our friends at the USTA. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all the wonderful things you can do on social media. Check us out on TikTok at Harness News Update. Make sure to follow Harness Link on all the appropriate social media platforms as well. Until Monday, have an amazing weekend. See you Monday. Bye-bye.